Hi Aries, this is Macorba's Tarot here. Welcome in. So this evening we are going to do a love reading for you. This is timeless, so whenever you see it, if you feel called to watch it, I feel there'll be messages in the video for you. We're going to split the reading into three parts. So we're firstly going to look at new love for those of you who are single, to look at what's coming in for you. We're then going to look at your current situation if you've already got a person and you're in a relationship or a situation. And then we'll look at a past person for those of you who are interested in somebody that you are separated from, and you may be interested in a reconciliation to see their thoughts and feelings around that. Okay, so Aries, let's jump in. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a few cards. We are, of course, starting with new love, what's coming in for those of you who are single. So I'll pull a few cards just to get some feeling around what might be coming in for you, okay, just to see what comes out. I'll throw a few cards down and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so looks like you're at some kind of crossroads at the moment. There's two paths open to you. It might be that you've got a couple of options here that you need to choose from, or you don't need to, but you can choose from. You've got these options available to you. Universe, what else can you clarify, please? Oh, okay. Okay, so there is going to be a love offer coming to you from at least one of these people. There's obviously a couple of options here and a love offer coming in. It's going to be somebody reaching out sort of tentatively at first, just to see if you might be interested. Okay, universe, what else can you share, please, for those people who are watching who are single, the Aries watchers who are single? And I expect they've got somebody on their mind potentially. If they've got somebody on their mind, please give the message in relation to the person on their mind. Otherwise, if not, please give an indication of what's coming in for Aries in terms of new love. New love for single Aries, please. Universe, what else can you clarify? Oh, okay. There's somebody who is quite obsessed and very interested in you, Aries. I've got the Devil card come out here, which is like temptation and almost addiction. I'm going to cover it up because these people are not dressed. So I have to be a little bit careful. I don't show nudity on the channel. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm getting the vibe that the two options you've got here, one person is going to come forward to sort of give you an indication of that they're interested, and just drop you a message however which way is possible, whether it's on social media or if you've got your number, drop you a text or a WhatsApp or whatever. I think the other person is just silently obsessing in the background, and maybe not coming forward and saying anything. Okay, so I think possibly you are focusing on your work at the moment, and maybe not paying too much attention to love options. You'd be more interested in your finances and growing your career perhaps, and your business interests. But again, we see this offer coming in. There's definitely an offer of love. We're going to move from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. So I think this is going to perhaps progress into something a little bit more if you reciprocate. There's somebody here who really wants you. They're really interested in you. I think they're a little bit worried that maybe somebody else might also be interested in you, or you might have other options, which of course you do. We can see here you've got a couple of options, but they want to be the winner here, Aries. They want to be the person that you end up in a relationship with, or you take notice of. So now we've also got the Ace of Cups. So I think we're going here from the Knight of Cups to the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love. So I see you potentially being offered quite a solid relationship here based on love, if this is something that you are interested in. I imagine you might be aware of this person potentially around you who's very interested, who perhaps is reaching out or wants to reach out. They may have already done this recently, or they're about to do so. So it might bring you out of this energy of perhaps working very hard, Aries, and considering this option of a relationship here with this person. Universe, what else can you clarify about this person who's going to make a love offer to Aries, please? What else can you clarify in relation to this person? Okay, so they might be at a distance from you at the moment. They might not be close by. They could potentially be somebody that you've known before and have just, grown apart from. But I'm sensing we were asking about new love, aren't we? So I think this is likely to be a new person. But they might have to travel to come and meet you and see you. And for whatever reason, they might not be entirely close by. It seems also that perhaps they, well, if they're offering you the Ace of Cups and we're seeing the Chariot, it also suggests that they want forward movement with you. They want things to work out. Yeah, they want progression of your connection and your relationship here, Aries. What else can you clarify for Aries, please, universe, in relation to this person that we're seeing is very interested in Aries? Oops. This one wants to show itself. Okay, so I don't know, Aries, if you're feeling a little bit defensive around relationships, you're unsure whether to let one come in or not. What else, please, universe, can you clarify? This person might also be feeling, again, this energy of being concerned that there's other people around you. Definitely quite competitive because they really like you. They obviously really, really like you. In fact, we're seeing love here. And a real progression from, a small offer to a much bigger one over time. Yeah, got your guard up, Aries. Just be careful that, you don't self-sabotage on this one. Yeah, just if this is somebody that you like, I'd suggest that you perhaps just try and relax into it and let it happen. Just go with the flow, enjoy yourself and see, what comes of it. You don't have to have an end game in mind or an end position in mind when you start, a connection with somebody. You can just get to know them gradually and see how it pans out. Yeah, and maybe just take the time to get to know them as well. With the Page of Swords here, it suggests that maybe you do have a curiosity in this person, or you will do, and they certainly are very interested in you, Aries. Okay, right, what advice do we have then for Aries with this connection, please, universe? What advice for Aries in relation to a new connection coming in for Aries? Looks like this is going to be a lovely solid love offer here for you, Aries. What, universe, can you clarify in terms of advice for Aries, please? I think we've already kind of had some, haven't we? Make sure you don't sabotage this by having your guard up too much, Aries, okay? Be open. What else can we find out, please, universe, in relation to advice for Aries? Okay, oh, have a look. Okay, yeah, just maybe take your time, keep your balance here, and don't rush into anything. Be patient with it, but just enjoy it. Yeah, there's no need to rush, is there? Beautiful things can come out of very slow starts, can't they? Yeah. Okay, try not to be too anxious either about this situation, and don't worry that there are hidden things. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords and the Moon as well. And make sure you just, as I said, be open, sort of be your authentic self, share who you are. Don't sort of hold back too much, because other people can sense when you're sort of keeping secrets and keeping things away from them in terms of, sharing, things about yourself and just being generally open. So just try and, yeah, just have that open demeanor. Send out the energy that you're potentially open for this relationship if this is somebody that you are interested in, and try not to worry about it. It looks like maybe you've been hurt in the past, Aries, but it is possible to meet somebody who or it's, you know, it's unlikely you're going to meet somebody who's going to do exactly the same thing to you as your past person did. They're a different person and they deserve to have trust, at least at first, until they show you potentially that, you know, they can't be trusted. It's good to assume the best, obviously with a level of caution. But yeah, it looks like this person coming in has really good intentions and they seem to have a really nice energy about them, Aries. So maybe give them a chance. Maybe give them a chance. Okay, so now we're going to move on and look at if you have a current situation. And maybe things are a bit strange or not going too well, or you're just unsure about how the person's feeling and you want to have a bit more insight. So let's have a look. I'm going to inquire about your current person then, Aries. Universe, what can you clarify, please? What messages do you have for Aries in relation to a current person that they are in a connection with at the moment? So we're talking about a love connection here, the person on Aries' mind, who they are currently in a love connection with. Universe, what messages do you have for Aries' highest good, please, in relation to this connection and this person that Aries is in a relationship or a situationship with at the moment? Clarity for Aries, please. Okay. Okay, so this person, they are the Magician. So they could be, okay, they might be being slightly tricky. They might not be being entirely straightforward with you, and they're currently experiencing big change in their life, dramatic changes, potentially losses. They're going to move from this real sort of shake up in their life and this difficult patch. Maybe they have gone through a loss of some sort, a job, a family member, or even, potentially with you, things have been shaken up or not been, not quite the same, and it's made them sort of really had a wake-up call to really think about this. But they're going to go from, or they would like to go from being, in a really difficult tower situation into the sun, which is happiness. It's all about it's the happiest card in the deck, really. They're holding back on something. There's something that's tempting them, but they know wouldn't be really very healthy, and they are trying to resist that. But they have good intentions, and they would like to just have an honest conversation with you about what's been going on with them, how they're feeling about it, what they would like for the future. They want to set some boundaries around how things will work between you going forward, and maybe just have a little bit of a reset conversation is what I'm seeing here. And maybe that will help move from this sort of tower situation, which has been really difficult, into a happier situation here between you both. Universe, what else can you clarify here, please, for Aries in relation to current thoughts and feelings of their person that's on their mind that they're inquiring about today? Current person for Aries, please. Okay, so they're feeling quite anxious about whatever it is that's been going on between you or in life in general. Yeah, and I'm seeing again that they want to communicate. They want to talk to you about it, have some discussion and some sort of really honest, open, frank conversation. They're feeling quite heartbroken. I don't know if somebody else has been involved in this situation, Aries. There's the potential there that there's a third party here, either on their side or yours. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's have a look at the mutual energies between you both and the likely outcome here. What are the mutual energies and the likely outcome? Three more, please, universe. Again, we're talking about or looking at Aries' current situation here, please. The person that they're currently thinking of but in a relationship or situationship with. Oh gosh, okay, we've got the Devil card here. So this is again a slightly sort of obsessive energy, can be a little bit toxic and unhealthy. But it looks like there's going to be some communication. We mentioned communication and maybe an offer to get together and, you know, have this clearing of the air and seeing if you can move forward. I think you are really, really attracted to each other. So there's a lot of passion and a lot of attraction here. And I think maybe you're also both being a little bit stubborn and proud potentially as well. Yeah, I spoke about moving into calmer waters, didn't I, after a huge shake-up between you. Something's clearly happened that was quite big. Whether it was involvement of somebody else here, that's it. That is very possible from what I'm seeing. And also, again, I'm seeing passionate new start. So you've clearly got a lot of physical attraction between you, which might sort of help to bring you back together, Aries. What else can you clarify, please, universe, in relation to the current mutual energies and likely outcome in relation to Aries' current person? Aries' current person, please. Okay, again, we see this desire to move forward, this potential distance between you both, whether it's emotional or physical distance that they'd like to close out. I think you're both quite interested still in each other. I would like to know what each other's thinking and feeling and to have some understanding around that. You're both being a little defensive given all that's occurred between you, but you're also feeling quite disappointed and regretful as well about how things have started to be between you both, or have ended up being at this point in time. Okay, all right, so I just a little soul connections oracle for you, which might help you, Aries, in this current situation that you're in. Let's have a look at your advice from the universe in terms of a love oracle here. What universe message would you like to give to Aries in relation to their current person, please? I'm having a bit of bother with my microphone. Here we go. Yeah, right. I'm going to split the deck here. What have we got? Commitment. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. Sometimes there's a requirement, isn't there, to make something successful in terms of relationships, to just be committed and be prepared to see, you know, through thick and thin. Obviously, don't accept, you know, abusive or, you know, really bad behaviour. That's never okay. But sometimes there are things that can be worked through, and only you will know, Aries, if this is something that you're prepared and able to work through. So, and there's never ever, you know, you always have free will here to make up your own mind. But that's the card that's come out there for you, that message around commitment. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the past person. So if you have a past person that you might be interested in how they're thinking and feeling, we'll have a look at that. This is mostly for if you are interested yourself in a, you know, potential reconciliation. Obviously, again, you have complete free will. You never have to reconcile with somebody or get back together with somebody you don't want to be with. So don't take this as advice or suggestion that you should if you don't want to. But we're just inquiring about the past person, just to be interested in how they're currently thinking and feeling. And this reading is going to be for you if you are potentially interested in reconciling and having more contact and communication with this person from your past. All right, universe, what messages do you have for Aries in relation to the past person, please? Energies in relation to the past person. Oops, okay, so they are thinking of you a lot. Yeah, that you are on their mind. They're thinking of you, you know, often through the day, but also when they are in bed at night alone, reflecting on things, they're thinking about you. Right, Aries, what else can we find out about this person from the past? Oh my goodness, they've also had a tower. So obviously there's things that have gone on that have left them feeling, you know, that their life's been shaken up. They're at a loss over this. They've had a loss, you know, whether that's you or other things have shaken up in their life, and you know, they're you know, really reflecting on this, and they're trying to heal and recover really. Now, they might be taking some advice or getting some counselling or some sort of support to deal with this tower. The Hierophant can also indicate somebody potentially that you have been married to. It doesn't have to be. It's a commitment card. So either it's indicating they're, you know, feeling still committed to you and tied to you, but it also can indicate they're actually seeking out help to try and recover from the situation. Universe, what else can you clarify, please, in relation to the past person for Aries? Past person for Aries, please. Okay. Yeah, they're feeling that there is conflict going on. There's still conflict between you, you know, and things might be likely to sort of pop off again if you were to be in contact with each other. So perhaps they're holding back from that at the moment. Universe, what else, please, can you tell us for the highest good of Aries here? What else can you share, please, in relation to Aries' past person? Okay, so they're working hard probably to try and distract themselves from the situation. Yeah, they don't seem to be in a great place emotionally and mentally here since they've been apart from you, Aries. They're obviously missing you and feeling that it's, you know, the loss of you has been a big shake-up and a wake-up call to them, and they're trying to get themselves over it, however best that they can, to try and help themselves, seeking help from others where necessary. Yeah, so they're feeling the loss of you. We've got the Five of Pentacles has turned itself over. Several cards have here, so I'm going to talk through those. So they're missing you. They're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling the absence of you. I think they're feeling that you're not very happy with them. As I mentioned, there's tension here. They potentially may want closure, or they may feel that there's unfinished business here in terms of this connection with you. They would like to have an honest conversation. They would like to be really open about how they feel, or they may have expressed this to you already. This could be partly the conflict that we're seeing here on the table, here with the Five of Wands. Have the King of Pentacles. So this is them, I think, trying to regain stability. They're looking at the investment that's been made in this connection, and they're still feeling quite tied to it. It's certainly on their mind at the moment. Okay, Universe, what can you tell us, please, about the mutual energies between Aries and this person, and what's the likely outcome? Mutual energies, please, between Aries and this past person that's on their mind that they're inquiring about today, and what the likely outcome will be, please. Likely outcome for Aries, please. Okay, I think mutual energies is that you would both like there to be some equal give and take here in this connection, not one-sided, or, you know, one person making the effort, but you both feel there needs to be sort of equal reciprocation here. One person reaches out, there needs to be a response, a nice response from the other, and both working hard to try and make this work out. I think you may not be talking to each other at the moment. I'm getting the sense that there's silence between you. It seems that they're sort of feeling a little bit sorry for themselves, feeling that things didn't work out. Perhaps they weren't good enough for you. Again, yeah, we've got this energy of missing each other, trying to regain your balance after whatever it is that's happened. Reflecting back on the past, thinking of the good times that you had together. So this is feeling quite, remembering things in a positive light, that, you know, you miss each other, and, you know, you had some good times, and you'd ideally like to move into calmer waters here together. So I think you both are interested potentially in trying to reconcile and come out of this sort of bad patch, but it seems that you're probably not talking to each other at the moment, and there's possibly a no contact situation is what I'm seeing. Okay, that's interesting. So let's pull a soul connections oracle for you, and we'll also pull some hidden messages as well. In fact, I may just need to pop and get that deck. It's in another room, I think. Universe, what soul connections card would you like to share for Aries, please, this evening? Moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. Yeah, I mentioned here, didn't I, that we've got the Six of Cups here, with the reflecting back on things, nostalgia, thinking of your, times you had together fondly. Right, excuse me a moment. I'm just going to pop and get the hidden messages so that we can see what your person would like to say to you. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Right, so let's see what your person, your past person, would want to say to you, Aries. What would they want to say? What are the messages here from your past person, and what would they want to say to you? Just being near you is intoxicating. So yeah, I think there is passion between you both, and physical interest in each other. You speak to me through music, so maybe they're listening to music and that's reminding, the lyrics are reminding them of you. So many things remind me of you. Yeah, they're reflecting back on this time they've had with you a lot. It's on their mind, as we've said at the very beginning. And they are missing you. They are definitely missing you. They'd really love an opportunity to perhaps restart a new cycle with you, and yeah, move into calmer waters. They'd like to have this open conversation with you about it, Aries. Okay, so what we could do now, if you would like to stay on for it, is do a cross-watcher reading, an Aries through Pisces, just to see, this is where you watch the sign of the person that you are thinking of or you're dealing with, just to see how they feel about you, and what's going on with them. Okay, so universe, cross-watcher reading please for Aries. Aries through Pisces, all signs their sign. Aries through Pisces, cross-watcher reading for Aries please, universe. Cross-watcher reading for, Aries, right. Okay, I'm going to take that as the split because it's just turned over. Okay, all right, here we go then. So if you are dealing with an Aries, they are feeling that there is conflict between you at the moment, but they would like to move into a more stable situation with you. Yeah, have a more solid foundation to your relationship. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they are going to come towards you with a love offer. They feel really strongly for you. It could be somebody that you work with, potentially. If you're dealing with an Aries, they are planning on making you an offer. Could be a proposal. It could be a suggestion of how your relationship might move forward. It could just be asking you on a date to just start something beautiful together. And they want to come out of a painful cycle into a really happy new relationship with you. If you're dealing with a Cancer, there are some truths that this Cancer doesn't really want to face. They've got their head in the sand for some reason or other. They are being very stubborn about this situation, and not budging on it at all. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo is very curious about you. They are trying to find out a bit more about your situation at the moment, and they're feeling quite disappointed about how things have gone with you so far. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is still single, if you're wondering. and they are weighing up their options at the moment. They're probably wanting to keep their options open. If you're dealing with the Libra is hoping that you're going to reach out to them, and they would like to just close that emotional distance that there currently is between you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're feeling quite defensive at the moment. They're unsure whether they can trust you or trust the connection. They feel that a decision needs to be made. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius is really competitive. They want to win your heart, but they keep going backwards and forwards in their mind about how to go about this, and whether they really can be successful in doing that. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they absolutely love you. They either want to return to you or they want to jump headfirst into a relationship with you, and they really want this to work out. They're prepared to do what it takes to make it be successful. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, things have been sort of slowly going downhill or stagnating with this person. There's potential sneakiness and dishonesty here. Just watch out for this person. Okay, if you're dealing with a Pisces, they're losing sleep over you. They're quite anxious about the situation, but they've withdrawn for now. They feel that they need some time alone just to reflect and gather some inner wisdom from themselves in deciding on where to go next. Okay, so Aries, that was your reading. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.